What is up, guys? Taylor Moore here. Today I am hanging out with Mark Cuban's new startup called Radical Transport, and we're checking out their new hoverboard. This is your first exclusive look at it, so stick with us. It's going to be fun. But first, hit that intro. Over the past couple of days, I've been incredibly lucky to hang out with the team from Radical Transport and test out their new board, which they're calling the MOOV. Going to Kickstarter on an estimated date of May 31st, the boards I rode were all early prototypes with improvements anticipated through the Kickstarter process. The board itself is comprised of 3-inch wide, 9-inch diameter wheels, far bigger than many other boards on the market. The body's solid cast aluminum design and the internal turning technology allow for a handle in the middle rather than a pivot point, thus making carrying the 24-pound board far easier. The build quality is far better than any of the plastic boards that are floating around the market, down to every single component. With a 6600 mAh battery, the ride distance is sitting right at about roughly 12 miles. We rode for an entire day down in downtown Chicago, and the batteries held strong for the entire ride. A cool customization feature is the removable magnetic deck, allowing you in the future to develop your own unique designs. The LEDs on the front and back make it far easier to ride in darker conditions, as well as give alerts to the status of the board, including a safe dismount mode, activated easily when standing still. Get ready as well for a little Easter egg called Disco Mode, where the board will actually rest on one of its tires and rotate using the LEDs to put on a little bit of a light show. Now, to tell us a little bit more about the product, I got a chance to interview both co-founders of the company. So I'm here right now with Nick Fragnito. He is one of the engineers and co-founders at Radical Transport. He's going to share a little bit about this new board. So Nick, tell me, this thing looks like some of the other hoverboards that are on the market. Is it a hoverboard? What is it? And what makes it different?
The big difference about ours is that it's engineered, designed, and assembled all in Dallas, Texas. You'll also notice that it's a unibody aluminum design, whereas the others kind of had a swivel in the middle. And what we've done is we've developed a torsion to turn technology. So we sense the force in the rider's feet and weight so that they can turn based on how much they're putting into the board.
So how would that feel different if I was using just a normal hoverboard? What does that feel like on the road that makes it different?
With the traditional boards, you typically twist your feet. And it's more of an ankle motion, whereas ours is more like a sport. It's more like skiing, where you can carve into turns and put your weight into it. We definitely see it as more of a sporty electric vehicle than those traditional toys that people have been seeing around lately.
It's incredible. Now see, one of my biggest fears with this is if I buy this, is it going to burn my house down? I mean, is this thing going to catch on fire?
That's not a concern of ours at all. We've gone through stringent testing with UL, and they have a standard in place to certify these boards as safe. And we've been working alongside with them since the very beginning of our development.
So you're telling me I can throw out my fire extinguisher?
No, don't do that. I know you're a terrible cook, and you may need it.
It's an outstanding point. So now I'm with EJ Williams. He is another engineer and co-founder at Radical Transport. So looking at the board itself, it is beautiful. Talk to me about the top speed. What kind of performance am I getting out of this thing? Can I ride it to work? What can I do with it?
So this one will probably equal out to about 12 to 15, 16 miles an hour. But we do tune this for performance. We have beginner levels and intermediate levels, but we also provide a performance level. Whatever you can pull out of this board, it will give.
How can I change those settings? So if I'm a beginner, I feel more advanced now and I want to step it up, what do I do? How do I make that happen?
Yeah, so we have a smartphone app that you can use. Basically, you can change your steering controls, you can change your balance controls, you can change your custom lights. It is a useful tool to kind of customize the board to what you like in terms of lights and what you like in terms of performance.
The biggest question that I still wanted to answer was, how does it feel compared to the other hoverboard concepts on the market, as well as the Segway? Riding all three of them, their turning technologies really are the biggest differentiator. The Segway uses a vertical bar controlled by your legs to turn, allowing for a great deal of control, but it feels a little bit awkward. I found myself needing to really squeeze my legs in to make my turns, which is even tougher for taller people, but the board is incredibly stable. The classic hoverboard is so twitchy. It's easy to ride and master pretty quickly, but the tiny wheels make it completely impractical for any sort of real outdoor commuter use. It requires a very flat and smooth surface to be enjoyable. The MOOV, on the other hand, is an entirely different experience. With larger wheels and their unique turning system, you're still able to pivot in place like the traditional hoverboard, yet at speed, you're able to really carve into your turns and ride on more difficult terrain. As an avid snow skier, the sensation is honestly very similar. It does take a little bit of practice though to get up and going. While I didn't get a chance to see the phone application, EJ was able to customize the board for me, lowering the sensitivity of turning, making it far easier based on my novice skill level. Ultimately, I personally preferred the MOOV over the others because of the ability to really drive your legs into the turns. It's honestly what I was really hoping the original hoverboard would feel like. Overall, my first riding experience was incredible, and I can't wait to review the final board. Going to Kickstarter at an anticipated early bird price of $10.99 and a market price of $12.99, get signed up for alerts at their website radicalmove.us. The link will be in the description below. Please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up for more exclusive reviews, and stay tuned for a full product review in the coming months when the production model is finalized. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya!